No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Watts. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like that.
Turning it on! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky. Possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Wasting no time taking a shot. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He leaves it with his back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Third and and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown Seminoles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snatches it on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback channeling his inner John football?
Man, John football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
To the air, it's Sperry. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. Right midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet, and he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast, so there was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Running into the open space. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for him.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt, just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the left. He breaks a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Sperry. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Into the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply won't.
middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Berry. A shot toward the end zone, and he makes the grab but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Aggies will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field. It's Sperry. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That big pickup on one they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Making side adjustments here. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime. Going over the top. He's got it on the left. There he goes. He's at the 10. so close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
That is how a quick strike offense flips the field, and now they're in business trying to cash in after that huge play. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knowles!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 35 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The returner will field it and bring it back. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Texas A&M going quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. Great job by the back on the option.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the right side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
To the air on 1st down. Might be looking to run. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Wide open space. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Aggie. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. That's reeled in. It's Barry Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Barry. Pulls it in. It's Barry Johnson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running.
Going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown. And that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Runs for the tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Got room to work. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance and he can get it done with it.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Dropping back, it's Sperry. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Caught near the sticks, it's Gibson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, no! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Makes the catch. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up.
Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that one.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Watts. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. That's caught. It's Gibson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on second down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season in this.
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Well, and a lot of people at home are wondering on this drive with the leader, they're just going to take a knee and just take the win into the locker room, but they're staying aggressive. They're handing it off. Guys are still blocking. He's making people miss. And he scores a touchdown with no time left.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.